So this will just be a short little overview of some of the aspects of this Lenovo T540p that someone might be interested in. I'm sure there are better reviews out there and other YouTube videos, so I won't bore you with all the specs on it. Essentially, it's a 15-inch T-series ThinkPad. And obviously from the keyboard, it has the little keypad over here. So to just answer the main question, is the keyboard good? And yes, the keyboard here, it feels great. There's just enough, it goes down just enough, and the feel is really good. So typing on this thing feels good from the button standpoint. I guess one complaint, or something that isn't positive, is the fact that if you look at how much space is over here, and over here, there's a lot of space that is taken up by this keypad. And naturally, if the laptop is this big, your left hand wants to be here, and your right hand actually wants to be here. It doesn't want to be scooted over like normal over here. So this is going to take a little getting used to. Again, it's all because of this keypad. So if you need it, then this might be a good laptop keyboard and a laptop setup for you. If you don't, it's kind of annoying, because if you're used to laptops, you want to use this whole entire real estate here on the palm rest area. You really don't want to type like this. It just feels a little funny. The second thing of complaint that I would point out is this trackpad. If you listen, it's pretty loud. And if you ever played with a Mac, and I'm not really a fan of Mac stuff, but if you had a MacBook Air or something and then you push it, it doesn't sound as clacky as this, even if you do it like slowly. It's clacky. So pretty much just one humongous button. I personally don't like it, but that's just me. Additionally, let's see. Additionally, when they went to this this latest iteration of T-Series or whatever, and X-Series actually, I'm pretty sure they did the same thing. With this new trackpad, they took away the buttons. So again, all this is, you would have to go into the TrackNav software and reconfigure it. But if you have the nub here, it back in the old days, in like T400, T410 days, this used to be much better when there was an actual button over here. So hopefully one of these days they'll bring that back. Additionally, one other thing they did with this keyboard is, again, they did it kind of like Mac style, where you push, one of these buttons and you can make, screen brighter or dimmer, and then all pretty much whatever's on the picture is what by default happens when you push the button. It works, but if you are like me and you use, Alt F4 to close programs or something like that, you can't do it anymore. All you'll do is you'll turn on or off the microphone when you do this, because you essentially have to do a function Alt F4 in order to do a normal F4. So that's a bit annoying. And then lastly, I'll just point out the screen. It is 1080p, which is good, but it is a TN panel. And I do have a T420 with an IPS panel, and it is a pretty noticeable difference when they're side by side. I don't have the other laptop side by side right now, but the angles are okay and stuff, so it's not bad. I've seen many laptop screens, and this one is fine. So it's nothing to write home about, but it's nothing to complain about either. If they did have a choice of an IPS screen, I'd probably recommend it. But again, it's not that bad unless you're doing some work that really requires it. So yeah, other than that, those are the main issues, or the main things I noticed of this laptop. The big one is if you're ever typing, it's just this thing going on over here. This will be kind of a 9-day difference if you're using like a normal laptop and then you go to this keyboard. It's just odd having this much real estate over here. And then it's really heavy. That's it. Yeah, the thing is very large and very heavy. I didn't weigh it, but yeah, it's mainly used for if you know that you need a 15-incher. If you don't need a 15-incher, then get a 14-incher because it's better for portability and stuff if you take it around. So